All right, it has been about 3 years now since the ChainBeast has been released, and it's time for an update because it's gone through a lot of iterations and a lot of updates and changes, and I'm getting questions from people about how to use it. So I figured it's time to do that again. In short, it was originally called the ChainBeast because I had designed it just as a chain collar to connect chains. But over the years, I realized I needed to connect more things. So it's really a connector. And it's also going to be called, the new branding of it is going to be called the Resistance Arc, because it's really designed for connecting different types of resistance. To be specific, this is what connects the grasp handle. This is what connects the F2 cam handles. This is, you connect the RT hooks to. This is the bread and butter solution to everything you need. So when you go on the f2trainingsystem.com site, you are going to see different products, and many of them are going to be sold with or without the ChainBeast. And that's because the ChainBeast is the primary connector to the bar. So once you have a ChainBeast, you are good to go and you just connect to it. But to bring us up to speed, I will show you what the newest features are and how it works, because I have been questioning about sizing. One of the primary upgrades that has taken place over the last few years is the connectors. And these connectors allow you to use the ChainBeast on different size bars, all the way from a 1-inch bar to a 1.4-inch bar, without them. But the gist of it is, when your product arrives, it may or may not come pre-assembled, but it's going to look like this. This allows you to modify it and use it on different bars. You take the inner piece, you slide it in here, and you lock it in place. So that gives you different sizing options. Now they are meant to fit in there really snug so that there is very little movement. You will then take that, and based on the size of your bar, you are going to insert it right here. These are really snug. I didn't want them to float around, and you're gonna have to press them in there, and that will be really tight. They actually pop out easier than they are to snap on. Right there. The important thing is that you really want to make sure that the holes line up, and you will be able to make it tighter once you connect them. From there, even though I'm not using the bar, you would then place it around your bar. Take your bolts and screw it in. And that's really it. Now again, depending on what your configuration is and the size of the bar, these may or may not touch, and you may or may not have spacers in between here. It's all depending on what you are building. That's the pro and the con of making a universal piece of equipment. There are different options, and you have to be comfortable with using tools and being able to adjust it. So this is really the gist of what the ChainBeast / Resistance Arc is. Now I will show you what it will look like once you put it on the bar and all of the options that you now have available to you. Once it's on the bar, you now have 2 connector holes, one over here and one over here. But that is the gist of how you assemble the ChainBeast. Now let's go and take a look at how we use it on the bar.